You're walking around, maybe just a little more tired than usual. Maybe you feel a bit dizzy after climbing the stairs, or your jaw aches slightly. Nothing serious, right? But what if I told you? These small, almost invisible symptoms could be your body whispering that a heart attack is happening. Right now? They're called silent heart attacks, and here's the terrifying part. Most people don't even know they've had one until much later. Sometimes until it's too late. Unlike the dramatic Hollywood-style heart attack scenes, silent heart attacks creep in quietly. No chest grabbing, no screaming, just subtle signals. And if you miss them, the consequences can be fatal. So, how can you recognize a heart attack without the typical warning signs? Today, we're going to uncover the top silent heart attack symptoms, explain why they're so often ignored, and most importantly, what you need to do before it's too late. So, why are some heart attacks so hard to detect? The answer lies in how your body and brain communicate pain. In a classic heart attack, the blood flow to your heart is blocked, and the pain is sharp and unmistakable. But in a silent heart attack, the blockage happens more gradually, or the nerves that signal pain might be less responsive, especially in people with diabetes or older adults. Also, the heart doesn't have pain receptors like your skin does. Instead, it sends pain signals through other parts of the body, like your arms, back, neck, or jaw. This makes it easy to misinterpret the signs as something else: a pulled muscle, indigestion, or just stress. Then there's denial. Most of us don't want to believe we could be having a heart attack. So when symptoms aren't intense or dramatic, we brush them off. But ignoring them is exactly what makes these types of heart attacks so dangerous. That's why next, we're going to break down 5 warning signs that may seem harmless, but aren't. Let's break down 5 subtle but critical signs that could signal a silent heart attack. 1. Unusual fatigue. We all get tired, but if you suddenly feel wiped out after simple tasks, like walking to the mailbox or grocery shopping, pay attention. This kind of fatigue feels deep, like your body is heavy and you just can't shake the exhaustion. It's often due to reduced oxygen getting to your muscles because the heart isn't pumping efficiently. 2. Indigestion or nausea. You might assume it's just something you ate, but many people, especially women, report feeling stomach pain, nausea, or indigestion during a heart attack. If these symptoms appear out of nowhere, especially if they're not typical for you, take it seriously. 3. Shortness of breath. If you find yourself out of breath doing things you used to handle easily, like climbing stairs or walking across a room, your heart might be struggling. This happens when damaged heart muscle can't pump blood effectively, so your lungs don't get enough oxygen. 4. Jaw, neck, or arm discomfort. This one is tricky. Instead of chest pain, the discomfort may radiate to your left arm, back, jaw, or even your throat. The pain might come and go, feel like pressure or a dull ache. Many people mistake it for a pulled muscle or sleeping wrong. 5. Lightheadedness or dizziness. Feeling dizzy, faint, or even having cold sweats can be a sign your brain isn't getting enough blood. While it might seem harmless on its own, combined with other symptoms, it could mean your heart is in distress. The key here is to connect the dots. These symptoms on their own might seem small, but together they paint a serious picture. Next, we'll talk about what can happen if these signs are ignored, and it's something everyone should hear. Here's the scary truth. Most people who experience a silent heart attack don't realize it until weeks, or even months later, often during a routine checkup or after a more serious cardiac event. And by then, the damage is done. When a heart attack goes unnoticed, the heart muscle that was starved of oxygen can become permanently weakened. Over time, this damage increases your risk of heart failure, abnormal heart rhythms, another, more deadly heart attack. To drive this home, consider this real story. A 58-year-old man went to his doctor because he felt more tired than usual and noticed his stamina had dropped. He thought it was aging. But after some tests, they discovered he'd had a silent heart attack. His heart function had already dropped by 30%. The worst part? If he'd caught the symptoms early, his heart could have been protected. The point is, you don't get a second chance to notice the first attack. But now that you know what to look for, the next step is just as important: knowing what to do. If any of the symptoms we talked about today sound familiar, don't ignore them. Get checked. A simple EKG, stress test, or blood work can reveal past heart damage and help your doctor catch problems before they escalate. Know your risk. High blood pressure, diabetes, smoking, high cholesterol, and a family history of heart disease all increase your chances. If you fall into any of these categories, staying alert to subtle signs could save your life. Listen to your body. Don't brush off what feels a little off. You know your body better than anyone. If something doesn't feel right, speak up. And finally, share this video. Someone you love might be having a silent heart attack and not even know it. If you found this helpful, please give it a like and subscribe for more health-saving insights. You never know whose life you might help change.